plays a fundamental role in strengthening our intuition. And you're here because you're wondering how. How is this so? Movement benefits and improves your intuition. Welcome to the Connection Hub. My name's Vanessa, and I am here to connect you with your highest good, your highest self, and your highest source. I'm going to talk about the differences between intuitive fitness and becoming more intuitive because of fitness. 5 examples of how our intuition can be affected when the body isn't functioning the way that it can, and one of the biggest mistakes people make when opening their third eye and ignoring the importance of their physical body. Before we begin, let's understand why we want to be more intuitive in the first place. Through this line of connection, we're linked to God and our higher self. And this means we can always figure out exactly what we need for our success in any area of our life: career, relationships, finances, and even home or location. Intuition also leads us towards successful manifestation. It nurtures us towards healing, finding forgiveness, and guiding us towards love and away from fear. It's the green light that says go and the red light that says stop, and everything we naturally depend on for worldly success and our spiritual depth. First, let's discuss what intuitive fitness is so you can understand how becoming more intuitive because of fitness would be beneficial. Intuitive anything is the practice of becoming present enough to tune in with what you need at any given moment. For example, if your energy levels are low, instead of following through on your schedule to go on that 10-mile run, you might head home to do some yoga and roll out your muscles instead. Here's what would happen next through your intuition to lead you to your yoga mat instead of the pavement or the treadmill. Seeing an image that relates to yoga, picturing a yoga mat or your favorite yoga studio, or you could have heard what sounded like an idea: yoga. After hearing this surprised thought, your shoulders dropped, your chest and collarbone got nice and broad. Maybe you just knew. Intuitive fitness is engaging with our intuition, but you've come here to understand how you can become more intuitive through exercise. So let's start breaking that down. Here are 5 examples of how our intuition can be affected when the body isn't functioning the way it can. Reason number 1, the less movement we find throughout the day, the more difficulty we might have with bowel movements, which leads to constipation and then a trickling down effect of a number of uncomfortable sensations and blockages. When the stomach is backed up and we find eliminating difficult, the body holds on to pounds of toxins that soil it from the inside out. And what happens in the gut has a massive effect, not only on the physical self, but on our intuition as well. Why does this matter? Head-brain function. It's actually super important to put just as much focus on our gut health as anything else. We could regularly be experiencing foggy brain, making it challenging to notice our claircognizance or even our clairvoyance. We'll also show signs of irritable mood symptoms and emotional sensitivities, making our gut response or our clairsentience and empathic ability difficult to trust. Regular exercise will increase the flow of your lymphatic system, also assisting in removing toxins and bacteria from the body, and movement in general increases the blood flow to the muscles in our digestive systems. Reason number 2, the less we move, the more we'll feel a tightening and weakening sensation in the joints and the muscles, which also includes the lungs. Through deep, full, expansive breaths, we can bring our nervous system into a parasympathetic state. This is the body's cue to rest and digest and just chill out. And when the body doesn't feel threatened, neither does the mind. And when the mind doesn't feel threatened, we can see, hear, feel, and know all of the intuitive messages we're meant to receive. Also, being in a parasympathetic state at all times is not realistic. We all still need to be present and ready for the unexpected and alert to respond in the most appropriate ways. But when you have the chance to slow down and center yourself, to be open to your intuitive guidance, like during meditation, journaling, you will get there swiftly, safely, and surely. Reason number 3, physical movement positively shifts our energetic state, which then lifts our awareness, mood, and vibration. Our energetic state plays a massive role in how quickly our intuition is noticed and how clearly we can perceive what we are experiencing. This is something I have committed to deeply understanding for the past several years, and time again, I'm brought back to a series of habits that lift our mood, but also make our intuition stronger than ever. And fitness is just one of those habits that truly set the foundation for our success. Our energy doesn't just play a vital role in our intuition, it is everything we are. Working out gives us so many more health benefits than a healthy physical expression. It raises our mood and shifts our perspective. A great in the moment exercise I do and recommend to some of my clients whenever I feel frustrated or maybe schlumpy is to stop what I'm doing and to get up and just do a bunch of jumping jacks, or I'll get all flash dance and get manic for a minute. Comment down below with the biggest light bulb moment that's happened for you. I'd love to hear what you've been thinking as you've been watching this. Reason number 4, when we work out, we are more likely to choose healthier foods. And healthier foods, believe it or not, increases our intuition. Eating healthfully makes a difference. It makes a difference to our bodies, to our minds, and of course, the topic at hand, intuition. What's wrong with eating a ton of processed foods regularly is processed foods bring imbalance to our gut health, making it more challenging to eliminate toxins and bacteria. If we consume too much sugar, this wires and fires unstable signals in our bodies and increases feelings of anxiety, agitation, and worry. Processed foods don't actually have what the body requires. Dr. Nicole LaPera talks about this in her book, How to Do the Work. Eating foods that aren't natural sends a signal to the brain that says the body is still hungry. And this is because the body's not actually receiving the vitamins and minerals it needs to be healthy. The more natural, fresh foods we can incorporate into our daily routine, the more good we do than bad. Fruits and vegetables grow by the sun's energy, by the ground's nutrients, and the life force of water. So when we digest the solid benefits like fiber, vitamins, and minerals, it's only half of what we're actually receiving. Behind closed doors, or I guess within our energetic awareness, these fresh foods are also fueling us with high vibrational frequencies as well. No matter what your food intake looks like, notice how specific foods make you feel. If it comes from a box or if it comes from the ground, over the next couple of weeks, just notice what happens to your mood and your overall energy levels. Does anything in particular make you feel tired? Does anything spike your energy and then make you crash? I am going to force myself to stop here and think about how I can bring this to life in another video. I've also gone ahead and created a printable worksheet for you to use to reflect on either during or at the end of the day when it comes to your food and nutrition, and I have linked that down below in the description box. Reason 5, working out builds confidence, and confidence fully supports our intuition. Working out strengthens a person's confidence, not only because they're feeling strong and they're looking good in their own skin, but because they know they can count on themselves to show up for the things they need. The confidence people find through exercise also boosts their self-esteem because they see how setting and reaching their fitness goals can actually be applied to other areas of their life. A strong body also creates a strong mindset. And with a strong mindset, a person becomes unwavering in their ability to make choices. Exercise is an activity that can largely build our confidence and the ability to rely on ourselves for what we need. It can mean establishing our own independent thinking when it comes to making decisions that align with where we want to go and the person we want to become. Here we are at the part of the video where I share my opinion and experience on one of the biggest mistakes I've made and I see other people make when opening their third eye. There's a huge misconception that most of our intuition happens from the inside, and in particular from the inside vision, which leaves the physical body far out of the picture. And clearly, I'm here to renegotiate that idea. In fact, the more connected we are to our bodies, the more connected we become to our intuition. And this video has certainly made a point of that. It's safe to remember that anytime we pour too much attention towards one area of our life, in this case, the third eye, we end up bypassing the other parts of ourselves that matter just the same, which no one ever wants to do. So to avoid imbalance, pace yourself and start tuning into the other aspects of your intuition that are also ready to support you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Until next time, get lost in joy and remember you are always connected.